Yo, God, I'm gonna need a couple more hours in the day, God. I don't know, this is me being honest about like me still figuring this shit out. Okay, as much as the internet gets on my nerves, this is really cool.
Slowly bring your awareness to the space between your navel and your spine.
To be honest, I have not been that consistent with my herbs. And I have to like get in the mood, you know? Like, sometimes I don't feel like it. So the first 7 days I'm like off Instagram and TikTok because I just get really distracted and I just want to like focus and like make this content. Like I said, schedule it out. Same for Patreon, you can schedule things out. You're at a weird angle, but hey, hi, hello. It is Saturday morning, and I woke up today like, I don't feel like doing anything, but that's not a thing. Just to be super transparent, like there is definitely days where I have breathwork sessions or like I'm about to lead my Patreon breathwork class of the month, and I have to like get in the mood, you know? Like sometimes I don't feel like it. By the end, I'm like so happy I did it and I feel so good about it, you know? Like I never regret it. It's like when you go to the gym, even if you didn't have like the best workout, you never like kind of like ever regret going to the gym. This is me just being honest that when I first woke up I was like, it's also freezing here. I think it snowed last night, I don't know, but it's like 21 degrees and I was just in the ocean like a couple days ago, so I'm like, what's going on? Maybe you count to 7 on this inhale. Really, really take your time. There's no rush. This is your practice, your session, your time to dedicate to the breath. Yo! It was yesterday's. I don't even know if they're affirmations, but they're just like reminders. What yours can't be taken. What do we got today? What are we feeling today? See how much better I am? Look at this mood I'm in because I just shared the breath. While I write this, y'all gotta write one in the comments. We're doing this together. Write an affirmation, reminder, intention, whatever. Boom. Okay, so it does this cool thing where it like slows down to let the ingredients settle. So that's when you hear it, like when you heard it slow down, that's what it was doing. It wasn't like broken or anything. I feel like this is like I'm going to the gym and I drink protein shakes. The energy it's giving me. I could have added, it's a little too liquidy. I'm gonna add another banana. Oh, it's so sleek. I don't know how to explain it, but it is like so quality. It actually blends really well. Yeah, I kind of had doubts with frozen bananas because those can be kind of like thick for a lot of things, but we got ourselves a shake. The thrifting continues. Can you guys believe that there was clips of me in the water in the last vlog? Anyway, it actually does feel really good out here. Funny enough, I just wanted to share this real quick. My left wrist, I think I mentioned this, maybe I haven't, had been like low-key hurting since October. Like really couldn't do vinyasas, couldn't do handstands, all that stuff. Played volleyball in Florida, put it in a lot of pain. It was literally hurting. I was like, I shouldn't be playing, this hurts way too bad. Kept playing, and now it's completely okay. Doesn't hurt at all. Motion is the lotion. All right, fingers crossed we find some finds. We didn't have no luck. The thrift gods weren't listening. That's okay. That's all right. I'm feeling a little bit like anxious today, a little bit, just to be candid and share. Like just like an underlying like thing. And honestly, I've low-key felt it, and this might totally be placebo effect in my head, but I don't know if anyone's aware that they like fully turned on the 5G like everywhere except airports, which don't get me started, but it's like really potent. I don't know if I'm just like really tripping or that's a real life thing, but since it's like fully been on, I feel like I can like literally feel a difference. Anyway, we're gonna go to the spa. I just want to sweat it out, go to the sauna, just get rid of this little bit of intensity that's around. The only thing I like do not enjoy about the spa place here, those of you in the Atlanta area, there's Jeju and then there's Spaland. They're both like really good spas with like 8+ types of saunas, activated charcoal, jade, quartz, all these cool ass different kind of saunas and wet rooms and cool ass shit, right? But the cafe in both of them, I don't understand. I know they're Asian spas, so it's Asian food, but the last thing I want when I come out of a sauna where I just like detoxify the fuck out of my body is fried rice. That's just not what I want. I just wish there was like maybe some smoothies or like, I don't know. Good morning, it's 11 a.m. I just want to shout out real quick, WMD, this artist, all of their songs, or his songs, I guess it's one guy, I don't really know, are so good to breathe to and move to and just like exist to. It's been my like default thing lately. They're definitely like meditative, but like some of them do have like moments of like, like, I would just call them ambient, I guess. Anyway, are all clips here? Pretty much. I just woke up and didn't vlog my whole breath to movement session, so you're welcome. I just wasn't really like feeling life when I first woke up, to be honest. Too much up here. Like, let me just get into my body. And you know, you always like forget how good and like medicinal that is until you do it. Like, I got on the mat and it was just like, oh, close your eyes and just move. And everything, not everything is like perfect, but like your perspective is perfect and you're like, oh, okay, I can do today. Anyway, I'm gonna pop some GI Broom, have a little herbal tea. To be honest, I have not been that consistent with my herbs, and I think that's okay. Today, as I talk to you through this steam, we are shooting a lot of content, believe it or not. I know I look crazy, but you just wait. Film a podcast for my Patreon, and I'm a little like, because I wanted to get a guest. Like once a month at least have a guest, but we did not do that this month. We have to write out February's goals, revisit January's goals, film a video for YouTube, which could be done tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna do it today. And then if I have any more juice left, I would like to edit my Florida vlog. Let's get it. Also, my glass water bottle broke, so I'm using plastic right now. Back on the herbs. Oh, new book I'm reading. I haven't finished the Subconscious Mind book, but I just got excited when I saw this other book, so I bought it. Conscious Loving. The Journey to Co-Commitment. A way to be fully together without giving up yourself. I'm only like 20 pages in, and a lot of it is talking about codependency. And I think there's a bunch of exercises in the back to do by yourself or with your partner or whoever. It's really all relationships. It is a lot geared towards like romance, but everything in this book can apply to your family or whoever. It's really interesting thus far reading. And having honest moments with myself and my codependency. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go read that and drink my tea. We are filming. Ignore all those boxes. We're doing the thing. We are doing the thing. I need to go outside though. Been inside all day. Just writing out February goals, planning out some YouTube videos. Just so y'all know, I'm dedicating February to my YouTube channel. I'm really like focusing on this platform. I am ready to see these numbers grow. Okay, so tell a friend to tell a friend. But I am about to film a video focused on struggles with breathwork. I asked you guys on Instagram to tell me what struggles or challenges you have when it comes to practicing breathwork, and I got a lot of answers, and so I might eventually break them up into their own singular videos to dive a little deeper into them, but for now I'm gonna try to make like a general video and touch on some of those. So I'm telling you that's watching this to also leave any struggles, challenges, anything that you're like, your resistance or process problems, whatever, with breathwork, comment it down below. I actually really am curious. So that being said, it's showtime. When's the last time I vlogged? What is it? Was it right here? Probably. Today we got, in case you're wondering, today I will move with softness, yield more, surrender. We have checked off the mind, we have checked off the spirit. I've crossed off 2 things from my to-do list. It's a Monday, if I ever saw one myself, guys. About to do some dishes, and I'm gonna make a little spinach salad with that dressing that I'm obsessed with. And all I'm gonna have in it is tomatoes and cucumbers, because I'm plain Jane. That's all I got. Yeah, I had a breath session earlier that was really good. It's always so cool breathing with you guys that are like all the way across the world. I did a breath session with somebody today in Amsterdam, and I'm just like, okay, as much as the internet gets on my nerves, this is really cool. Yo, God, I'm gonna need a couple more hours in the day, God. My lips are really chapped also, so ignore that. I just really need to get up earlier. I'm just now vlogging. It's 4 o'clock. I just left a coffee shop, and I thought they were closing at 6 today, and I was like just getting in my bag at 3:30. Like, first half an hour, I'm like organizing what I'm about to do with the coffee shop, and then I start, and then they're like, we're gonna be closing in about 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. No. So all that to say, I'm gonna go on a walk, I think. I really should go on a run. Should. We love the word should. I got my period this morning, and my uterus is talking to me. I've also only had a smoothie and tea today, and I'm feeling great. I feel like no food sounds good right now. So I guess we're fasting. I don't really know. But I think a walk sounds kind of nice, and maybe like tonight we'll do a yoga flow. This is where my brain sounds like the energy that I'm saying. This is what's going on inside. 2 things for February that I am like intentionally doing, I guess, here. I need to put my feet in some grass. Do you see how fast my brain's going? I want to hang out with more women. I feel like I have a lot of male friends, and I hang around a lot of male energy, and that's my comfort zone. And I have some badass, dope-ass female friends in my life that I just, where are you? Why are we not exchanging in energy and insights and all that? That's one intention. Second one, what is the second one? Oh, I want to start, just in the month of January, I had a very bad habit of scrolling myself to sleep, honestly. So we're gonna try to incorporate like a bedtime yoga or yoga nidra before bed, just to like wind down and try to read and do all the right things you're supposed to do or whatever. Supposed to, should, all those good words we love. It's like I really want to put you in a new place. Like I really do. But you're gonna go up here again. I also wanted to just like, I feel like I'm always telling you guys, or you always hear content creators like, I got so much work to do, I'm doing so much work, I just started work, and like, what does that mean? What does that look like? So I'm gonna like bring you over to my desk and like tell you what that means a little bit, because just like you at one point, I was like, what are these people doing all day? What does that mean? She's new. Hi. It's a peace lily. It's too basic to call her Lily. I almost want to name her Rob because of High Fidelity. You know what I'm talking about. If you know the Lily reference, you know the Rob reference. High Fidelity on Hulu. I've watched it maybe 5 times, all the way through. Okay. I need breath reminders too, y'all. Basically, what I was in a dilemma about like most of today, and was up till 2 in the morning last night trying to think about in bed, is that I really enjoy making like lifestyle content, like my vlogs, and then like the sit-in chats. They're not really officially called that, that's just what I've been calling them, but those little sit-down chatty videos. But then I also really enjoy making holistic based videos and like guided breathworks and stuff like that. Pretty well experienced and knowledgeable in a lot of shit. I don't know everything, but I have some shit that I could share. And I think a lot of people maybe come to this channel to learn more about it. So my focus this month has been just like the Patreon it's day 1. But I've been like planning out Patreon content and YouTube content. And I was really just starting to like I said, we're trying to make some numbers increase around here. And I'm just really starting to like figure out where I want what content, basically. And by the way, I use Trello for all of my like organization stuff. I think I mentioned this before, but they have a free, like they call it a power up, basically like an add-on you can get. I just love that it's free, because most places like you got to pay a little thing after 30 days or whatever, but it's a free, like I said, power up thing where you can plan your whole calendar. I don't want y'all to see too much, but essentially that's what I was doing when I first got to the coffee shop, just like really planning it out. So like this morning I had like the skeleton of it, like, okay, this month I'm gonna try and succeed at 3 videos a week. And I was trying to like arrange what I wanted that to look like. So Mondays being more of like the chit chat, sit down, talky videos. Wednesdays being a guided breath work. This is all YouTube, by the way. And Fridays being vlog upload day. And then the skeleton for the Patreon is Sundays is my podcast. Listen to all this stuff I gotta edit. Sunday is the podcast, and then a weekly guided breath work over there as well every Thursday. And then for right now, just 1 monthly breathwork class. We'll see if that increases as the month goes. I'm just feeling her out right now. But then I have like a project I'm also working on to release in March, but we can't talk about that yet. You're gonna have to wait. Why do you always call me when I'm about to get stuff done? Someone always calls me when I like clock in. Oh, so then I had the skeleton of all that, right? But then I have like all the ideas for the content, like what I specifically want them to be. So then I went back and was like, okay, for example, like tomorrow it'll already be up by the time this is up. I'm gonna do a releasing body tension guided breath work, like breath work for body tension, like actually putting the specifics in, which is new. I don't usually do that. I usually just like have the skeleton and then that day intuitively kind of feel it, but I want to try this out. So all of that to say, I was planning out the calendar, content calendar, and this isn't even Instagram or TikTok or any of that stuff. I don't do too much planning with that, for the record. I just like kind of bulk make content, or yeah, I don't know. But my first, like, this is the thing I've been recently doing. The first like 7 days of each month, I've been getting off Instagram to kind of focus on these other platforms and have them scheduled out and like set so that the rest of the month is pretty much set up. And then I can, this is what we're trying anyway. I've not said that this is the way. I'm just saying this is what I started January with, and we're doing it again this month. Does anyone care about this? Is this boring? Giving you all the little secrets. So the first 7 days I'm like off Instagram and TikTok because I just get really distracted and I just want to like focus and like make this content. Like I said, schedule it out. Same for Patreon, you can schedule things out, and then we can like make bulk reels and bulk TikToks and like posts as we go. I don't super plan that stuff unless it's like a brand deal or something that's coming up. Then that will go on this content calendar, like so-and-so due on the 11th or whatever. The last thing I was doing in the coffee shop was organizing my Patreon. Kind of boring, but just like very tedious thing here. I had to go through all my posts, which is, I don't know, but there's like at least 200. Organize them by hashtags, so it's easier for my patrons to find things. So like all the guided breathworks, now you can just search guided breathwork and that all of them will come. There'll be a library of those. You can search podcast, all my podcast episodes are over there. You can search exclusive, just all my bonus content and exclusive videos are over there. So my dad is now calling me. All right, dad gets answered. No one else gets answered. Hello?
Hey Case, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Dad? That turned into a whole financial learning lesson combo with Dad. Just gonna shout out my dad real quick. I don't remember the last thing I said, but planning content calendar, using Trello, blah, 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 blah. The work I have left to do today, edit and schedule Friday's vlog, the vlog that you watched before this one. Schedule out my monthly newsletters, which is my least favorite thing to do. I don't know why, I just do not enjoy creating those. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're like, well, I don't like starting them. Once I start, I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of cool, this is fun. Just a bunch of editing and email campaigns. That's tonight's plan. Hopefully it's 6 o'clock. If I could be done by 9, that'd be sweet.
Do not doubt I love the sun, but it's hurting my skin. I just hope this fever don't find its way within. Am I bad to want a friend in this time alone? Just to make my problems end. Selfish again, it's a mess. All the thoughts inside, please clean this and just tell me how it feels to be afraid. You've made be. I won't be too late.
Oh my god, a spot that isn't the desk. I'm obsessed with Beast 1. That's the new blender I got. If you didn't watch my latest vlog, the one before this, they really did it. They really, really did it. I got up early today. Forgot what that's like. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You can get all this done before it's like 10 a.m. Literally, I have 1.5, what's today? Wednesday? I would be ahead of the game if I got some of these things done today. But I have one more thing on my like top 3 to-do list.
Slowly bring your awareness to the space between your navel and your spine, and from there begin to slowly make your way back up. Awesome work. Bring the legs together nice and slow and come to lie flat on your back.
Well, hello. I just did a really deep stretch, 45-minute yoga flow. Woo! That was some deep stretching we did, but it was really good. Honestly, I was working all morning, filming podcasts for my Patreon, and I meant to get to this yoga class, this hot yoga class at noon. Yeah, it was like 11:30, and I was like, I could like rush and I could get there, but I just don't like the way that feels, you know? Like that just feels really shitty. I hate rushing to slow down. We did an at-home thing, and we feel great about it. So I don't know if I've like shown you or updated you on apartment stuff. Have I? We haven't done that yet. I'm sorry. Well, let's do it now. So this is a little crazy setup. I'm gonna look back at this clip and be like, Casey, why'd you show the internet this? But I have a temporary curtain. This is actually from Africa, and it's like really, really beautifully weaved. But anyway, I have this like gap on my sliding door, and for weeks I've been like, it is freezing in here, what is going on? And I like forgot that that's a thing, like it doesn't totally shut. I just put that up temporarily, and it's made a huge difference. This is like, I know it may look thin, but it's really tightly woven, and it still allows light in, so that's why I was like, well, this is perfect. But yeah, that has significantly made it warmer in here. It was like not getting warm. I was like, what am I doing? What is wrong? She's still thriving. We named her Cynthia. We got a new fella up here. I feel like it's a guy, like a really feminine guy. I don't really know his name yet though. Do you guys care about this stuff? I moved this snake plant over here. Oh, also I just was unboxing this and already ate the vegan cookie that was included in here. But Studio 22 hooked me up again with an even bigger bottle. Listen guys, listen. This smells and feels insanely incredible. Go check them out. Go get you some. Go change your life. They have all kind of products. This is bath salts. They have some other stuff on their website too, but yeah, Studio 22, Data Truth, also a good friend of mine, so holla at them. Move this piece. This was in my closet. I don't know if you guys remember this. My mom actually made this, and it took her hours, and it's actually really heavy, and it's actually really cool. I had it in the closet because I had the like neutral look going on in my house, and I felt like it didn't really look that good, but we're back into like colors. I mean, clearly a lot of colors going on. I'm gonna get curtains, by the way. So it works. Then we got Lily. Oh, actually, her name is Rob. I am getting a washer and dryer tomorrow. Are we hype or are we hype? So I had to clean out this whole closet. I had like just a bunch of storage stuff in here before. It's still like full of stuff in here a little bit, but tomorrow it'll be here. I don't know what time, but I'm pumped. And basically all the stuff from that storage unit or the storage closet over there is now in my closet. Yeah, a lot of this stuff, like those turfs, and we got like chairs and stuff, that's connected camping stuff. We're hoping to get some storage this year so that all of us don't have to keep all this camp stuff in our houses, because all of us just have literally like tents. I have 3 turfs in here. Like the reality of my life. Super rainy day, and I didn't take you with me. But all I did was go to one thrift store, didn't find anything. And then I went and got 2 raw vegan wraps from this place that I haven't had in forever, and watched one of my favorite podcasts. I don't know why, it might be this book that I've been reading, the Journey to Co-Commitment book. But the like thing that I read today that's like just in my brain that I want to share is like, I mean, obviously everyone's always just like, you know, be honest, be honest, be honest. Like, you know, in relationships and blah, blah, blah in general. But it's way easier said than done, especially on the internet where everybody's an expert and knows everything. And like, it's just been funny navigating that and being honest with myself as well as like the internet when it comes to like what I'm eating. I feel like personally off camera I'm like fine. I think I've healed a lot of the binge eating disorder that I had. Granted, I still don't like have a lot of food in my house, and like I don't know, I just live alone and I don't really need that much around me at all times, and I'm just a kind of minimalist when it comes to food, but not in an unhealthy way anymore. I know that sounds like whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling, but the book was just saying, it's specifically talking about relationships, but just being so honest even about those tiny little things, like the tiniest little like, yo, that really made me feel like I was gonna throw up. Or whenever those little sensations, you know, that happen in your mind that you don't always say out loud. Granted, safe spaces allow you to express them a little easier, but just expressing them out loud can allow for the space to be more safe. Depending on who you're with. But I'm just saying in general, like in this case scenario, just sometimes sharing what I'm eating still is like I said, in my real life, I feel like pretty good about it. But still sometimes on here, it's like scary because of like, you guys have been watching my journey. You've watched me like go in and out of all these different phases of life, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's really like scary to admit truths because it's so easy to put me in an absolute box on the internet. And people do it in life in general, you know, too, but like, it's always just a whole thing. Like I was just rewatching some of the vlogs I've recently edited, and I'm like, wow, I don't really vlog usually like me eating, and I like started to a little bit when I was in Florida, but I didn't vlog some of the like not as healthy things that I ate. Like I totally had Thai food. I think that might have been the really only like super heavy food I had, but it was like rice and all that stuff. I feel like there was something else. Yeah, like I don't know, this is me being honest about like me still figuring this shit out. And in my breatharian journey update video, I talked about this. So really you can go watch that and really get like everything that I'm saying here. But I would say like today I'm an 80-20 when it comes to like raw and cooked food, and social scenarios really get the best of me. Like when I'm alone, I find that I am like really good, but I want to overcome that. I don't want to like blame that on people. I think that's like the really easy thing to do, and that I used to do, is like, I can't hang out with this person because like this is clearly what they want to do. Instead being, you know, strong enough in my truth to be like, that won't really make my body feel that good. Like, can we choose something else, or can we do something else? Like food is just such a social thing. But yeah, I don't know, I just felt like talking about that a little bit and just like expressing how valuable it is, whether it's your partnerships or your friends or the people you love, and I consider y'all some people that I love. Just being like really honest about the tiniest little things. Today eating 2 kale wraps, granted they were raw vegan. For a split second, you know, I was like, I could have totally, you know, and I could have totally only ate 1. Like, oh, are we going back into binge eating? But it was just like, okay, we're good, everything's fine. You know, and just me like sharing that with you right now feels so good, because I'm like, this is really what's going on. Like I'm not, you know, today I had a cookie that one of my Studio 22, I showed you guys, they sent a little vegan cookie in there, ate it up. A juice and 2 raw vegan wraps and a coconut water. That's what I ate today. You don't know how like scary it is to show what I eat still. I feel okay in my day-to-day. All of this to say that I hope that you are walking in your truth, whether it's big or small. Like honor it completely. There's no shame in the stage that you're at right now, because it's not an absolute, like at all. Yeah, I'm just honestly really proud of myself in the space that I've come with food. Like there literally used to be a time where I know I'm rambling, but where I couldn't like get certain foods, like grocery shopping wise, like I couldn't bring home certain foods because I knew I'd eat them all in that day, out of just like literally binge eating. And like, because you know, when you restrict the brain, all it thinks about is like what it can't have. You always want what you can't have. Really comes down to the vocabulary of like, I'm choosing this, not I can't have this. Like I'm choosing, or I don't want that. Like really retrain the brain. But anyway, yeah, I would just binge eat it, and a lot of the times I'd be like, I just want to like get rid of this thing, so let me eat it. Isn't that crazy? And low-key, honesty hour here, that kind of happened in Florida once. We were eating like crackers and hummus or something. And you know, like salt is just, if y'all are on my Patreon, y'all know how salt goes. It literally is just a drug. Yeah, I just was like, okay, well, I just gotta finish the hummus now so that tomorrow I don't eat it. And just that thinking process, I'm like, oh my gosh. So there is still some things that I am healing from and learning from, and like not trying to absolute myself too. I'm giving myself a lot more grace than I used to. Yeah, it gets really interesting when you do know the side of like fasting and breatharianism and like that part of life versus this other part of life. It is like, whoa, that's night and day. But my mental health today has to be all right. That being said, if anyone is struggling with any of that stuff, I always notice that it like peaks up for me, like any of those kind of thoughts and cravings and feelings and like guilt around food is when I'm not doing enough breath work. I know you probably did not want that answer, but when I'm like really doing breath work, I am like good. It's not even, I've told you guys, like you don't even have to like make a decision. You just don't want that. But typically when I'm like traveling or like social stuff is going on, I think I have like a little angst, a little anxiousness around it all. So I start to like creep off into some like old ways and neglect the breath, or don't do like a full 45 minutes in the morning, or like my evening session. Like I just get a little less mindful. So instead of blaming the people around me, I'm doing my best to practice my center and having it with me at all times. Ramble over.